Hi students, welcome to Trinity Academy once again. So in the previous class we have learnt Python introduction, and in tokens only two types, identifier and keywords, we have learned in the previous class. On the continuation of those tokens, today we are going to learn operators, delimiters and literals, then data types. Up to these data types, this fifth lesson will over. Okay? Yes. You know, as I explained about tokens yesterday, tokens is nothing but it's a lexical unit. Okay, essential lexical unit. There are various tokens. Here there are 5 tokens discussed. The first one is identifier. Identifier is nothing but a name given to a variable or a class or a list, etc. Keyword is nothing but keyword is a special character which has some special meaning to the Python language interpreter. Then the third one, operator. So what is operator? It's simple thing. Operator is nothing but it's a symbol or combination of symbol or a special symbol which represent computation or conditional matching. I just given one example. See, x equal to a plus 10. Here the symbol, the special symbol plus, equal, those are called operators. And the variable or value that is applied in this operation are known as operand. So, operand is nothing but a value or a variable that is used in an operator. So, A10 are operands which is used in the plus operator. Here x and a plus p, the result of the a plus 10 value is assigned to the variable x. X is an operand and the result of the a plus 10 also operand of the operator equaled. Equaled is an operator, plus is an operator. Okay, there are two operators used here. The plus perform some arithmetic operations such as addition. But what is the role of this equal to sign, equal to symbol? It is nothing but it is used to assign the result of this expression to the left side variable x. So, this operator is doing assignment job. This operator is performing arithmetic operation, that means addition operation. From this, you can think, there should be many operators. There should be different kind of operators used. Yes, it's true. So, today we discuss 5 operators such as arithmetic operator, relational or comparative operator, then logical operator, assignment operator, finally conditional operator. Okay? Now, arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator is nothing but which performs some arithmetic operations, computations. That means mathematical calculations such as addition, multiplication, division, so and so. But here you should learn extra 2 arithmetic operator comparing to C++ in 11th standard. In 11th standard C++, there is no floor division operator and exponent operator. For exponent purpose, for power purpose, we used power function in C++. But in Python, we have a separate operator for exponent. Okay. See, simple thing, plus is for addition, minus is for subtraction, star is for multiplication, / is for division, and percentage is a remainder value, remainder operator, that means modulus. Then double star is for exponent operator, that means power operator, and double slash is for floor division. You people well known about plus, minus, star, slash and percentage also, but I just want to discuss the difference between 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 operators in detail. See this example, percentage. The percentage symbol, that is nothing but modulus, which gives the result of the remainder value of the division. See 8 percentage 30, that means 80 remainder 30. 80 remainder 30 in the sense 1 30s are 30, 2 30s are 60, remainder is 20. What is the remainder value? 20. So this operator, the percentage operator, written the value 20 for this given expression. Okay. Then double star. This is for exponent. 2 double star 3, that means 2 power 3. What is the value of 2 power 3? 2 power 3 equal to 8. 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So it written the value 8. Then double slash, that is floor division, is nothing but integer division. But this floor operator gives the quotient value of the integer division. Cash should be keeping in your mind. Please try to understand this floor division operator. Floor operator is only used for integer division, the quotient value of the integer division. See 10 double front slash 3 is equal to just say 3 table, 1 3s are 3, 3 3s are 9. But what is the quotient value here? 3 3s are 9. So the result 3 is given. Okay, the output of this expression is 3. Keep in mind, quotient value of the division is given as a result, written as a result. So single slash, what is the difference between double slash and single slash? Single slash is used for floating point number division, that means float number 3.0 or 10.0. See 10.0 by 3.0. The result of this division is as usual as like in the mathematical calculation in mathematics subject. So 10 by 3 is equal to 3.3333. As well as when you type 3 by 3 also you get the result. 10 by 3 is also get the result 3.33. It is an integer, but slash symbol represents only it consider this 10 as a 10.0 and 3 as a 3.0. So the result of this expression is 3.33. Understand? So keep in mind, you know plus, minus, star, but you must know the difference between this single slash, percentage and double slash. This double star is for exponent. Okay, shall we go to the next one, next operator? Okay, right. Now, see, relational operator. It's also you people have learned in the C++ in our previous year. So, the relational operator is nothing but it checks the relationship between two operands. So, it written if the condition is true, if the relational expression, test expression is true, it written the value TRUE. If the condition is false, it written the value FALSE, false. The first letter is capital letter. I give an example, 5 greater than 3, we get the result true, TRUE, because 5 is greater than 3, that is true. So, we get the answer true. 5 less than 4, we get the answer is F, capital F, ALSE. What is this operator? Dear students, what is this operator? What is the symbol? Yeah, command statement. It's a command statement, single line command statement. Okay, these are the single line command statement I apply. Then next one, logical operator. Before going to the logical operator, you know double equal and not equal. Double equal and not equal. Double equal is for equality operator and not equal is for comparing two values. If the condition is not equal, 5. See another example. 5 not equal to 3. Is it true or false? True. We get the result true. This is equality operator. Okay. Now, logical operator. So, logical operator is used to perform logical operations on the given relational expression. If the relational expression A greater than B, it is a relational expression. And one more relational expression, A greater than C. We just combine these two relational expression by using OR operator or AND operator or NOT operator. See, 5 greater than B and 5 greater than 3 and 5 greater than 4. What is the result? Both conditions are true. If both conditions are true, this AND operator returns true value. That means TRUE. Okay. But in this example, let us just change the value. 5 greater than 10, 5 greater than 3. This first condition is, yes, false. Because 5 greater than 10 is false, or 5 greater than 3. What is the second condition? What is the result of the second condition? Yes, true, right. Both this is true. The second condition is true, the first condition is false. Either true or false, that means OR operator. OR operator return the result. Okay, if any one condition is true, the result is true. Try to understand? Any one condition is true, the OR operator return the true value. But AND operator return, if both conditions are true, then only it return true. Otherwise, it return false. The NOT operator, you know. I just give a value A equal to 3, not A. What is the value then? A is 3, not A. That means not 3. This is invert the value. True or false. A unit value is 3, but not A means false. So, it inverts the condition. Okay. A னுடைய வேல்யூவை இன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி விட்டுருது, அதனால நாட் ஃபால்ஸ் அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துட்றோம். இப்போ ட்ரூவாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா சப்போஸ் ஏ ஈக்குவல் டு 0 மீன்ஸ் நாட் 0. சப்போஸ் இன்னும் ஒன் மோர் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஏ ஈக்குவல் டு 0 நாட் ஏ, தட் மீன்ஸ் 1 ஃபார் ட்ரூ. If A is, the value of A is 0, not A, that means 1, true. If A is 1, that is false, not A, false. Next, assignment operator. As we discussed here, the assignment operator x equal to 5. Here, this operator assign the value 5 to the variable x. This is called assignment operator. In addition to this operator, assignment operator, there are many compound operator, that means shorthand assignment operator, such as plus equal, minus equal, and star equal, slash equal, percentage equal, and double star equal, and floor equal. So, all the arithmetic operators are used here in addition to the equal sign. So, these operators are known as shorthand assignment operator. We See one example, x plus equal to 3. This means x equal to x plus 3. In order to write x equal to x plus 3, we can write in a shortened format x plus equal to 3. So, plus equal to represents x equal to x plus 3. This is called assignment operator. And the last one is conditional operator. This conditional operator is also known as ternary operator. What is the operator? Ternary operator. Because there are three operands used in this condition generally. Three operands in the sense 1, 2, 3. This is one operand and another one operand and another one operand. So that it is generally known as ternary operator. So it's also called as ternary operator that evaluates something based on the condition being true or false. Based on the condition given in the expression, this operator return, if the condition is true, this operator return 49. If the condition is false, that means else part will be executed. So simply keep in mind, if the condition is true, the if part, before the if part is executed, if the condition is false, the else part will be executed. See the syntax for the conditional operator variable. Here min is a variable equal to on true, that means true value. On true means true value. If is a keyword, then test expression, that means condition. Test expression is nothing but condition. Okay, test expression. After that, the else keyword, if keyword and else keyword, then else part on false. See this example, min equal to 49 if the condition 49 less than 50. 49 less than 50. The condition is true. Yes. True in the sense the value 49 is assigned to the variable min. So the value of min is 49. Suppose if we give 55 or 60 instead of 49, 60 less than 50, the condition is false, so that the 50 is assigned to min. These are the conditional operators. So in this session, we studied arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator and conditional operator. Next token is delimiter. So delimiter is nothing but it's a symbol. That means a symbol combination. See this parenthesis, square bracket and set bracket, colon, comma, semicolon, so and so are symbols used in any kind of tokens or any kind of programming blocks. So these are the symbol. See the example def hello. Here hello is a function. To indicating the function, this parenthesis symbol is used. As well as all the functions should be terminated with colon. So colon is a delimiter and parenthesis is a delimiter. Understand? Right. Next, literals. So literals are nothing but raw fact, raw data given to a variable or values. 10, 20, 40, Trinity Academy may be a numeric value or string value, so that the literals are classified into three categories such as numerical literals, string literals, Boolean literals. So numerical literals means nothing but it only holds. This numerical literals only represents the number values, number data. See integer data, float data and complex data. That means integer literal, floating point literal, complex literal. Here in addition one new literal called complex is land. Integer data, if we use prefix 0 b, then this number, this literal is called as binary literal, binary integer literal. Okay, 100 is a decimal integer literal, 20, 40, 30 is a decimal literal. Then 0, O, then the value 310. This is called octal integer literal. Then 0x, prefix with 0x is for hexadecimal, prefixing 0O for octal, prefixing 0B for binary integers. But floating point number is nothing but which must consist or must contain a decimal value and decimal point. Integer, decimal point and 5, 13.5. Or this is called float type, and 13E2, this is called exponent type. Both are floating point literals. Then complex literal. Here complex literal, there are two parts. This is called real part and this is imaginary part. So this type of literals are called complex literals. Next, string literals. String literal is nothing but sequence of character surrounded by maybe a single quote or double quote or triple quote also. Any character constant C enclosed by a single quote or either single quote or double quote. And combination of, that means sequence of more than one character is enclosed with double quote. So what is the purpose of triple quote? Triple quote is nothing but it is only used for multi-line strings. More than one line, multi-line strings. It will be enclosed by triple quotes. Just consider these are the statements, okay, multi-line statements. Next, Boolean. Boolean, it have any of the two values, either true or false. It's a variable bool1 equal to true, bool2 equal to false. These are the Boolean literals, only true or false. Escape sequence. Escape sequence is a special type of character literal. It is only used when a non-graphic character or that means special character such as backslash, then tab key, vertical tab key, new line, that means carriage return. These non-graphic characters are represented by escape sequence. The escape sequence is represented by prefixing the backslash. Okay. See the two example, backslash n, that means which refers the escape sequence for new line character, and backslash t for tab character. So these are the literals. Apart from this, Python data types. Python data types. Oh, Python data types also any variable consists of data type. See all the literals explain the data types. So integer data type in the sense, integer data type may be like this, and floating point data type may be like this. Not maybe, is integer data types are, these are the integer data types, and these are the floating point data types, as well as this is an complex data type, then this is an float data type. So up to data type, the chapter 5 is completed. So this chapter 5 consists of two videos, the previous videos and this videos. I covered the chapter 5, and the next session, let's go to the next chapter. Before that, you people must study, must watch this video again and again, and download the material, the PDF material of this book, 12th standard book, and go through the complete page by page complete lesson and try to answer the book back 1 mark questions, 2 mark question, 3 mark question. The evaluation, the first lesson, this fifth lesson material will be sent to you people, don't worry, okay, with the complete question with the answer. It will be sent later. After that we will give one worksheet also, that is the future plan. Okay, thank you students. Let's see the next class. Bye.